The wait is over. You were waiting, right?
Oh, God. No. Please, no.
The end is nigh. Darwin and Cat are back.
Toys. You remember. The stuff you wanted, the stuff you needed, but maybe never got. The longing, the carefully written letter to Santa, and the hope that this year would be the year. And then Christmas morning came, and it was either pure joy or absolutely devastating. Now, we're not ungrateful. We didn't grow up rich, and we didn't expect everything on our lists. But there were a few toys we got as kids, and a few that we didn't, that maybe explain why we're so deeply strange adults today. So strap in and think about the thing you wanted more than anything, because this pop culture garbage barge is going straight back to that moment. No matter what generation you're from, this one still stings.
Get on the boat, weirdos.
Darwin, I asked for the Barbie dream house every single year.
Every year? Nonstop?
Yep. And
no gaps.
No. I was relentless. And my parents, well, to them, this was not a reasonable request. It was like I was asking for $50K in unmarked bills.
It's Christmas Eve, Barbie. Think we'll get a dream house?
Imagine your Barbie girl sleeping for her Christmas dreams come true.
But you have to understand, let me just set the table a little bit. For a girl, this wasn't just a toy. Okay, this was a lifestyle. Check it out. She had a canopy bed, pink walls. She had a freaking elevator to her bedroom. God, when I think about that, who was going up there that quickly? But this was not optional. Yeah, right? The Barbie dream house was the most important thing in my life. So
it sounds really fancy. Really nice.
It was the fancy life that I imagined for myself. So I did what any rational child would do. I wrote to Santa and I said something like, "Dear Santa, I will die if I don't get a pink house with an elevator."
So predicting where this is going, Santa tried to kill you, basically. Give you the old holly jolly heave ho.
Well, you're close. So here's what happened. A couple days later, my mom pulls out a letter from her robe pocket, opens it, reads it. And she said, "Oh, Catherine, yeah? It says here that the elves are out of the Barbie dream houses. So Santa says use the coffee table in the living room instead."
Your family's coffee table.
Yeah, where we would eat bundt cake and watch Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom. And you know what? I almost bought it, but this is the moment, this toy, this is why I'm convinced I am covered in tattoos today.
Do you have like the Barbie dream house on your back? Is that your back piece?
I should have. Right, exactly.
Elevator up your spine?
No, it's a dragon because I'm classy. But you know what? Thinking back, I made the wrong choice. But I want to know, Darwin, what fucked you up?
Well, there were a few things I wanted I never got. So I used to get Boys Life magazine, and they had this like hovercraft. Sorry, that's like coming for us someday. Hovercraft.
Ooh, and like a personal jetpack, almost like a little board you can fly around on.
Sort of. It had a seat and like these three like sort of vacuum things that lifted you up to float. Right?
Oh my God, that sounds amazing.
I wanted one. I still want one, and I found out actually recently that those things actually worked if you put it together. But my mother was like, "That's not going to work. You're not spending the money on it. Not ordering something from a magazine."
What? It flies? What?
So then I thought, all right, well, how about a Mr. Potato Head? I never had a Mr. Potato Head.
Oh my God, I feel so bad for you. Because you could put like his eyeballs in his mouth and like totally out with him. Oh man, I love Mr. Potato Head.
But then I started doing some research again when I got older, and I found out, do you know there was a whole side collection of Mr. Potato Head's weird friends? Like they tried to do other vegetables and it didn't go well.
Yes, I do know this.
Yeah, and it was not just Mrs. Potato Head. Like there was like a lot of weird, like Katie Carrot, is it Katie?
Yeah, Katie Carrot. Yeah.
If you ever Google for this, you will be very disturbed at the other, I don't even know how to describe the creatures that they tried to come up with that failed. And actually, Mr. Potato Head originally used real potatoes, which is even stranger.
Take any fruit or vegetable. Just stick in eyes, then ears, and then the mouth.
I
that
heard
you would
that.
get-
Like before our time, you would just get a potato, maybe an old one that your mom said it's starting to sprout. This one's on the bubble. Here, go jab an eyeball in it.
And they had some misfires too. Like they had Willy Burger, which was a hamburger.
Ew.
And they had
Nobody wants that.
ketchup head. They had a hot dog called Frankie Frank.
Okay, now it just got weird. Like the potatoes, like I can accept a potato, but not a hot dog.
So then they tried to come out with the Tutti Frutti Friends, as they were called.
No, just, you know what? Can't they just quit while they're ahead?
Nope. They had Pete the Pepper, which looks as nightmarish as you would think. They had Oscar the Orange, Kooky the Cucumber, which looks like people may have used it for the other use, or even Katie the Carrot. But it makes you wonder how many people have showed up to the ER with any one of those somewhere.
In special places.
So,
Hey, Bill, come over here. I think there's a carrot up there that's smiling.
whoops, lost an eye. Well, it'll come out later. So the other thing I always wanted and never got, and this should have been, I can't believe my parents didn't figure it out, the whole gay thing, a Care Bear. I always wanted a Care Bear. Yeah.
Is it a sign? It's like when your son wants a Care Bear?
I think so.
Oh,
yeah.
I love that.
Probably.
No,
I'm still tempted to buy one.
You know
I
what?
see them.
There was a whole Care Bears movie, so maybe it's not too late. It's probably only exists on some broken VHS tape somewhere. I'm just saying, if you want to hunt it down, if like you're really, no.
I didn't care for the cartoon or the movie or any of that. I just really wanted one, but I don't know which one. So one time we were in the store and they were all there. And I said, damn it, I'm buying one because I never got one as a kid.
Okay, so there's an array of Care Bears in front of you, and you have your pick.
Care Bearer. Care Bear. Sharing 'em, pairing 'em. Care Bearer. Braveheart Lion. Leading 'em, needing 'em. Care Bearer. Can't bear to be without my Care Bear.
What did you choose?
I couldn't
because
I didn't know which one. I feel like you need to get them all, and I'm not spending that money.
Okay, so that's just advertising working on you. Care Bears, collect them all.
Yep. Yeah, which I did not, but I'm still a little salty about
the
it.
gayest, best Care Bear. That would be my advice to you, but I wasn't around back then.
But I think that's all of them.
Oh, shit. Like, how do you choose?
They make a whole rainbow, right? So now I sent you a YouTube link that we should play some audio from because it was horrifying. And this is a gift I never asked for. It was called My Buddy.
Oh, Jesus. That sounds
My
ominous.
buddy.
My buddy. My buddy. My buddy. My buddy. Wherever I go, he goes. My buddy. My buddy. My buddy. My buddy.
My buddy and me. And it was this maybe a 2-year-old human-sized doll, but not a doll, but it was your buddy and you brought it around with you. It's supposed to, like, I know I didn't have friends as a kid, but that wasn't
But
what
you
I
didn't
needed
need
in
My Buddy.
life.
I know, that's
No.
disturbingly huge. Like when my buddy's the size of Wee Man.
My buddy and me were the best friends that could be. My buddy. My buddy.
There was a female too. I forgot what she
My
was.
boobie?
She was like my boobie. No, kid sister. She was kid sister.
Kid sister. Kid sister. Kid sister. Wherever I go, you're gonna go. Kid
It's like,
sister.
what? And a few years ago,
Hey, my buddy, your kid sister just tried to sell me a bag of oregano. Is this cool? I don't know.
the sales fell off and they stopped selling them, but then they brought them back at one point. I happened to be in Target and there it was. And I was like, no.
No.
But no kid sister. So, but that was messed up. I don't know. I didn't need that.
Okay, I'm going to lay a garbage barge moment on you.
Okay.
The biggest disappointment in a child's life are sea monkeys.
Sea monkeys. They're like those little floating sea pals in a sea monkey world.
All you have to do is just add sea monkey eggs to prepared water, and you'll see instant pets swimming alive before your eyes. You will have a ball watching them grow.
Yes,
Yay.
right. Okay. In a glass bowl, I thought they were better than fish because on the box and in the commercial, they had furniture. So I get my sea monkeys and I set them up, and my cousin Joe is over, and I love my cousin Joe. He's older. He's so smart. He's such a great guy. He was always so patient with me, and I always really appreciated that. So we get these things all set up, and we dump the little guys in the water, and I'm waiting, and I'm thinking, where's the furniture? And cousin Joe looks at me and he goes, they're just biological infestations. They don't actually come with chairs. And I was crushed. I was like, what? They don't come with little china cabinets and like an ottoman? No? What?
This is very relatable. Mine didn't come with chairs either.
So you know the pain of not being able to set up your sea monkey's home properly.
Well, I also bought them when I was 22, and I was still expecting all that. So there was something really wrong with me. Because I was like, damn it, I never got them as a kid. I'm going to buy the freaking things now. And then no furniture, nothing.
I was so 9, so ouch. Did you know that sea monkeys have a Nazi past?
Wait. Well, like Hitler shrimps?
I found this.
What?
Check this out.
Okay.
Sea monkeys were created by Harold von Braunhut in the 1960s. Von Braunhut was publicly affiliated with neo-Nazi and white supremacist ideology.
No wonder they were so mediocre and disappointing.
It goes on.
There's more?
Yeah, there's more. In the 1970s through the 1990s, he funded and promoted racist propaganda. And he was also a Holocaust denier. Yeah.
Wow, what a guy.
What is next for crushing my childhood memories? Did Pol Pot ride a big wheel?
I never had one of those, did you?
Yeah, that was my favorite mode of transportation. I loved my big wheel.
Yeah, I had a cozy coupe when I was a kid.
Cozy Coop from the amazing world of Little Tykes.
I don't remember Cozy Coupe.
Yeah, they were like for like 5-year-olds or younger. So it was like a little miniature car, and I was like, woohoo!
I was riding with my big wheel gang, so sorry, kiddo. I don't have time for your Cozy Coupe shit.
Like, out of the way, cozy coupe. Big wheel coming through. Down the hill I go, yeah. I accidentally shoplifted a toy from Woolworths once.
Ooh, I never knew you were a criminal. Are they still after you?
Actually, this set the precedence, my mother thinking I had a theft problem, and it was not true. And Woolworths, long gone, right?
Oh, yeah.
So we were up in Bennington, Vermont, and we went to the store, and I actually Googled what exactly this was before, because I remembered what it looked like, and it was really ugly. It was Moss Man from Masters of the Universe.
Okay, all right.
And if you Google it, you will go, why? I don't understand why Darwin wanted that, but I did. And so I picked it up and I said, Mom, I want it.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at him right now.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's ripped. He kind of looks like a pituitary case, but he's got a 6-pack and an orange little Speedo.
Okay, maybe that was it, but look at the face, right? Butter face.
That's a little rough.
So I picked it up and said, I want this. And we were in a different aisle. Mom's like, we're going to have to go put it back. No, we can't have it. I said, well, why? And she goes, because we're poor. So I'm walking around the store with, and I'm maybe 1st, 2nd grade, right? And we get out to the car and I realize, oh my God, I still have it in my hand.
Oh, life of crime begins.
Yeah, but it wasn't intentional, right?
Of course.
So
no, that's what they all say. Hey, no, the lawyer fucked me. That's why I'm in here.
Yeah, it would be 2nd degree shoplifting, not first. First is premeditated. Second, I don't know if that's even a charge. I made that up. So I decide I got to get rid of the evidence, and I take it and I just fling it under the car.
Oh, smooth move. Yeah.
Not really, because it's in the plastic clamshell, and it's like, and Mom's like, what'd you throw under the car? I'm like, nothing. And I'm just trying to get in the car. So of course she looks under the car and sees the toy in the packet. And so she makes me she marches me back in the store and give it to the clerk.
Oh, the perp walk. It's humiliating.
Yep. And I didn't mean it. I really didn't. So this wasn't the end of my crime spree that day.
Oh gosh.
So we go to church.
Did you cut a bitch or what'd you do?
This is bad.
Okay.
So my mother's like, you need to pray for forgiveness.
Yes, of course.
The Lord saw what you did. Oh, I'm like, I didn't mean it.
But he was looking. Baby Jesus is crying because of you.
So we're on the way out of church, and the Little Sisters of the Poor are taking up a collection. And my mother isn't really paying attention to me. And all of a sudden she hears this nun going, no. You put money in. You don't take it out. Honey. Yeah.
What did you do?
I grabbed a $20 bill.
Oh, no.
So Mom thinks I'm going to teach him a lesson in front of the whole congregation. She says, why did you do that? Stealing is wrong. And I look down at the floor all sad, and I'm like, remember today when I just wanted a toy and you said we can't buy toys because we're poor? I thought my mother was going to kill me in front of everybody there because it was so embarrassing. And the nun goes, oh, dearie, keep it. You need it more than we do.
Oh, Jesus. The Little Sisters of the Poor.
So my mother,
Oh, your poor
my
mother.
mother,
Oh, my God.
She goes to my grandmother who was there. She goes, take him. He's spending the night at your house.
You take him. That is so touching and so sad.
There's actually a part 2 to that story that happens 15 years later, but I can
we'll
save
save
that.
it for another time. The Little Sisters of the Poor came back. They're like,
Well-
we want that $20 now plus interest.
Actually, I'll just tell it to you. I'll tell it to you.
Yeah.
It's quick. All right. So this fast forward, I'm in college. I'm flying home from Arizona and I'm on the flight, right? And this woman next to me starts talking to me and she's like, oh, I'm a nun. I'm like, oh, okay. And she goes, I'm with the Little Sisters of the Poor. And I'm like, I have a funny story about that. So I tell her the story and her jaw drops. She's like, I was that nun.
What?
I remember.
What?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
What? What are the odds?
So I'm all excited. She's going to Albany, right? When we get off the plane and we're getting our bags and I'm like, Mom, come here. You got to meet this woman. You got to meet this lady. So I bring my mother over to her and I'm like, Mom, do you remember that when I took the money from the Little Sisters of the Poor? She's like, oh God, yeah. And I'm like, this was the nun. And she stops and she looks at the woman and looks at me and she goes, Brian, I'm tired. Stop with the fucking around. I don't need the joke right now. And I'm like, Mom,
She
no.
said the F word in front of a nun?
She might have said like, don't pull this shit or something. She did
the
swear.
S word isn't much better to the holy woman in a habit who's married to
Right.
Jesus.
And she wasn't in her habit or anything. And my mom thought I was just playing some joke on her, right?
Oh, was she just like in some board shorts and a t-shirt? Like she didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she goes, no, I am. And she pulls out her, it's like she has this nun identification. And my poor mother was like, oh, I'm so sorry, sister.
Now you were mentioning a toy to me that I wasn't familiar with. It was a pillow friend or
Oh,
what?
God.
What was that?
Pillow person.
Pillow person.
Pillow person.
Pillow people are wonderful, wonderful friends.
Creepy as fuck. Santa brought it. I came downstairs and there it is. It's blue with red pants and it's got little feet and little arms and it's yawning.
Is this that creepy My Pillow guy? Was there a son or is it before that? Okay. All right.
This is somehow creepier than him, believe it or not. Yeah, if you Google for pillow person and do image search, there were some more frightening ones. My brother had this
Oh God, I just found it. And
Yeah.
it has kind of a mouth, like I can only describe it as blow up doll position. Like
Uh-huh.
okay,
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
this had multiple uses.
My brother had one that had like a black eye, like it was a yellow one with
The
blue
hell?
pants. And yes.
You know, when your pillow talks back, you gotta set a precedent.
But the worst one, there was one that for some reason had a window on its face, like it was looking through the window at you.
Pillow friend and his buddy Window Face. Who thought? Imagine that pitch meeting.
Window creeper, you know?
I'm looking at you. I'm your pillow and I'm your window. Okay.
Let's find something to help kids be peeping toms. I know, pillow person watching you sleep in your own personal window.
Brought to you by future peeping toms of America. Pillow friend. Now with a
Yeah.
window.
Speaking of my mom always meant well. She really did. When Cabbage Patch, when I was really small, Cabbage Patch Kids were the rage.
Yes.
My mom felt like, I don't know, I didn't care about one, but I think she felt she was missing out that her kids didn't have.
If you go back to that time and look at any of the commercials, there were parents stampeding over each
Yeah.
other like it was a Who concert to get these freaky dolls.
When the doors opened at this Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania store, the pushing and shoving began. One woman was knocked to the floor and suffered a broken leg.
Yeah, it was something. And I didn't really understand what they were. Like, so she made them.
She made your Cabbage Patch doll? Did it?
Yeah.
I mean, did it look like Chucky or was it okay?
Mom's really good, all right?
Yeah.
She's really, and they actually look like the real thing.
No,
Like, I
she
didn't know-
nailed it. Oh, that's
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, and there's a little white one and a little black one now that I think about it. I had two.
Aw.
My brother had the same too. And they were, I was just like,
Diversity.
okay,
friends.
whatever.
That's nice.
Yeah,
No, that's
what am I
really
gonna do with
nice.
this?
I'm impressed.
But it came with a an adoption certificate, right?
Oh, so
And
you
she
knew
filled it
these were
out.
not your biological siblings. Okay.
It was clear, yeah. But the names she gave them were my brother's and my names.
Wait a minute. It wasn't just like, this is Susie and Raheem.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah, it was.
they were Cabbage Patch versions of you and your brother.
Yes.
Wow.
I don't know which one was the black one, but
Well, it wasn't Susie. I think it was Raheem. Oh, of the you got okay.
Of us. My brother, kid, I don't know, siblings, whatever, rivalry. I'm the older one. So I said to him, I was like, you're adopted. No, I'm not. Yeah. Here's your adoption certificate. And it said his name on it.
Oh,
and I said,
what if
I'm
the
awful.
nun heard about this, Darwin? I can't believe
She'd
you did
forgive
this.
me.
Okay.
She'd blame my mom.
Oh, well, all right. Yeah.
I basically was like, yeah, well, you don't have a baby book. So explain that.
Oh, he's the younger one. So I'm guessing mom filled up your, see, I'm the younger one too. So mom fills up your baby book and then blank for the younger kid.
Yeah, because she was raising me and she was too busy and exhausted and just didn't do it. So he, and I feel like he still jokes about it sometimes, although I wonder if a little part of him, that seed of doubt might still be. I'm sorry, bro. I'm really sorry. I should have never done, but
This is such a healing show today.
Yes. I'm going through all the, and I actually did have one, it wasn't a doll, but one stuffed toy I loved. Do you remember Pound Puppies?
Of course, I remember Pound Puppies. I had a friend who brought her Pound Puppy everywhere. Like we could not go to Burger King without that little friend.
These lonely pound puppies need someone to love. Someone who'd love a little puppy love.
So I did have those. I had a house for them. I had the plastic dog house for them to live in. I had the food bowl.
See, you got the Pound Puppy dream house. I mean, I'm still a little bitter.
Yeah, you're right. I got the boy equivalent of that, didn't I? Mm-hmm. And it was great. Little me loved that. I really loved that. Another year as I got older, I got a radio for Christmas once.
Ooh, see, now I'm listening.
Yeah, it was this little, really inexpensive. Oh, actually, let me hold on a second. I'm gonna.
Do you have it?
Yes. Actually, I used to have a maroon one, but
oh my
this
God,
was it.
It's so cute.
Yeah.
But I have to explain.
Yep,
I am an extreme radio nerd. I have 3 shower radios and I only use one bathroom, but I have an array.
Yeah, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have like 5, 6 radios right in this room.
Yeah, I can see them all, nerd.
What was
Just like
funny
me.
with this one was it was called Color Tunes. Now the original one I had was maroon, and then I got a white one because
the maroon one was a little gayer, I bet. Just want to point that
out. It was more
out.
of a burgundy maroon. No, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. It was straight passing for a radio.
Yeah. Basically, I didn't know there was a tier, but now I do. So but what's funny about these was they were branded as, let me see if you can see it. It says Color Tunes.
That is the most 80s font ever.
Yeah. But it's white. Like, why would you sell a white one under the brand Color Tunes from Sound Design?
I don't know. You're breaking my brain.
Right. But I love this. And this was where the maroon one first, and then I got this one. But this was where I first discovered, all those AM stations that come in at night and that you can, tune in from far, far away.
I get it because I was a lonely little weirdo with an AM radio. No Barbie dream house. We've established that. And I've just tuned in stations like, oh, I picked up Denver. And it really did shape me. And then years later, you and I worked together in the radio. And here we are.
I mean, it's kind of crazy. I'm a 10-year-old or 12-year-old listening to WQEW out of New York City, which was big band nostalgia. It's like, what 12-year-old's like, yeah, I like the Glenn Miller band, and I still do.
23 skidoo. Everyone's like, what the hell is this kid talking about?
We'll do a whole episode about this because I know you have a shortwave too.
Yes, I do. And his name is Arnold.
Yeah, you named yours.
Of course.
I did not name
He
mine.
told me his name. And since I bought Arnold a month and a half ago, I have 3 specialty antennae for it. Is that the correct use of antennas? Antennae?
I think so.
Maybe.
Yeah, you gotta you're tuning in the world.
Okay, I gotta bring up 2 more things to you. Okay.
Okay.
The Smurfs
Oh, yes.
is one.
Okay.
Okay. And perfection. Now,
Okay,
does
let's
that
start
cause?
with the Smurfs.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's start with the Smurfs. Who was your favorite?
I had Papa Smurf because he held up a little foamy mug of beer, and I'm like, this old crusty drunk, I'm taking him home. And perfection.
Oh God, that one. This is the reason why our generation, like both Gen X and millennials, have anxiety.
Yep.
You gotta move on fast, or the pieces pop up before you put in the last, and that's perfection.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I think that perfection was somehow tied in with the Xanax people. There's some sort of cross marketing, or there should be. And if anybody doesn't know what perfection is, there's a little timer and you set it to X amount of seconds, and you have that much amount of time to jam all these shapes into their right hole thing, like a triangle, a hexagon triangle. Oh, and here's a hexagon. Oh, and here's a bing, and it all like
Very
explodes
stressful.
in your face,
Like-
because you won't make it.
No.
Nobody, there's no Gen X or Xennial or geriatric millennial, whatever that segment is, who has ever beaten perfection.
And we're all on drugs as a result.
As my mom said, you're all on drugs. Well, you know what? Mom ended up being right. So there was one toy that I begged and begged for. And this is a few years after the Barbie Dream House. And I actually got it. It was called the Big Track. And let me play you just a little clip of this commercial.
This is Big Track, the computer-activated truck from MB Electronics. Program in up to 16 commands, and Big Track obeys.
So yeah, it was a programmable tank-looking robot. And
I remember this. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think I wanted one, but it was cool. Like it could go up the stairs or down the
well,
stairs.
in the commercial, it could do a lot of things. So the commercial showed Big Track bringing some kid a root beer. And I thought, I will never have to get anything for myself ever again. So my begging worked. I got it. And I get this thing and we put the batteries in. And I realized very quickly that it doesn't do much. And it certainly doesn't open a refrigerator. But I had to play with this thing because my parents blew a substantial amount of their Christmas budget on this. So I had to be like, yay, Big Track. And I hated this thing.
So I do remember there was a rip-off version of this, I think, in the Soviet Union. Like they took it and they tried to do their own version of it.
Some sort of Cold War version of Big Track.
It was a little better. Like if the toy got stuck, it would like, I don't know, but then it didn't do anything else. So it was worse than yours, I guess, is what I meant.
Wow. Is that, you're a history teacher. Are you trying, is that some sort of metaphor for the fall of the Soviet Union? Or they just had this stupid toy that didn't work?
A little bit of both. Okay. I'm going to go with that. I think I'm going to blame it on the toy that I can't remember if it was real or not, but I know it was, I'm pretty sure. But it had like one feature that yours didn't, but it didn't do anything else. So, and they didn't have refrigerators to open over there. Anyway.
I know what it did. It would wait in the bread line for you.
and
it would actually bring you back your loaf.
I remember once seeing in an antique store or something, they had like a Big Track Junior. Like it was supposed to be like a I don't know, a smaller one or something, like for a drink carrier, or was an accessory you added on to the Big Track. I forget.
Brand new Big Track Junior. Now it does fewer things. Less fun.
They were used. I do know they used those for some sort of scientific research too. I don't.
Oh my God, this took a dark turn. What?
Yeah. And there was they're all coming back now. Like, you should have sued because there was some lawsuit about this. You know, This American Life on public radio.
Sure, of course.
There was some episode once that talked about a lawsuit about this. I love how I'm giving you like no good info here. I'm like, oh, I remember this fragment of something.
But I'm stringing it all together. And now that I know, I should have joined a class action lawsuit with all the other disappointed 10-year-olds.
Right. You could have, had big money, right? From your Big Track.
I still want a robot to bring me my drinks.
I wonder if the Big Track could have brought you the settlement money, right?
Come on, Track. Come on, Tracky. Bring Mama her cash because you suck so bad.
I actually think I think the lawsuit was about stealing the idea. So it was actually like, sorry.
It was a dream, Darwin. It was a dream. And did you have a calculator where you would write shell oil or hell or boobs if you knew, and you flipped it upside down, you knew the right numbers? I was that kid.
You were that kid?
Yep.
Of course you were that kid. Yep. Math wasn't your thing. So yeah, those were
but
fun.
shell oil and boobs are apparently so.
It's a wonder we ever made it anywhere from our childhoods.
Hey, thanks for finding Darwin and Cat Pop Culture Garbage Barge. If you like what you hear, please follow, tell a friend, and subscribe wherever you get your podcast. It really helps keep this barge afloat.
the boat and relive the pain. Helmet hair is rising like a hurricane. My cat's my best friend, and so is my bike. I'm chasing radio signals for any signs of life. Pop culture garbage barge, growing up weird made us who we are. Pop culture garbage barge, get on the boat, dork, and bring your emotional scars. Darwin and Cat on a garbage barge.